Welcome in for more Mario Kart Tour content, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Kevin Garrett, and in today's video, I will be going over a top ACR tutorial by celebrating the world record accomplishment of our very own troop leader in the community. Isai finished top 21 in the All Cup ranking. So I'll be going over his thought process and the tools that we use to help support him in his efforts for this monumental achievement. Thank you all for tuning in, and I really hope that you enjoy. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Isai accomplished his second top 1000 ACR run in the Yoshi Tour of 2022. That was the 2.5-year anniversary of Mario Kart Tour. And it was really at that point where he saw, okay, he was in the top 200 and was considering making a push for the top 100 ACR. That was going to take a lot of savings, and he knew that it would take several months on a free-to-play player's resources and budget. And what ended up happening was in the following several tours, he witnessed Bolt accomplish a top 24 run in the Amsterdam Tour, as well as Alpha accomplishing a top 100 run of his own with 100% completion on his DKR spreadsheet. Being a Yoshi fan, he marked the Yoshi Tour for 2023, so we're talking a year in advance he was planning to do this, where he would just save up all of his resources, go all in, and see how far he could go in such a tour. Planning this far in advance comes with a lot of sacrifices. It's not for everyone. It's all based on how you want to play your particular game in the community, which the link will be in the description below for our Discord server. We'll be there to support you in your needs for developing your strategy to accomplishing all of your goals. Isai at the end of the Yoshi Tour in 2022 was tier 66, and coming into the Yoshi Tour in 2023 he was tier 69. He only had a net gain of +3 tiers over the course of a year, but what that allowed him to do is save up over 100 high-end level up tickets. He really only invested into a couple of items such as Ty Daisy, Gold Charge and Chuck, Kangaroo Yoshi, and those were all to relatively lower levels such as level 4 double capped. He also invested into the Lightning Streamliner as well as the 8-bit 1-up Mushroom Glider. The exact ticket counts that he had coming into the Yoshi 23 tour I'll put in a graphic here on the screen. He had collected a total of 70, 43, and 42 high-end level up tickets for drivers, karts, and gliders, respectively, in addition to 133, 124, and 105 high-end points cap tickets for drivers, karts, and gliders, respectively, as well. He was also bringing in 620 rubies with which to make purchases, and we'll go over that when we take a look at his inventory and how he decided to go about mapping a route for utilizing that huge stash of tickets that he saved up. Putting those ticket counts as well as his player level coming into the tour, which was 210, into the ticket optimizer tool developed by aturtledude, we received the following outputs for his inventory. He was primarily going to be covered by PD Piranha Me Racing Suit as well as the high-end driver PD Piranha. In addition to the brand new Poochie would be featured on 10 courses as well as Kangaroo Yoshi. So quite a lot of boomboxing. When using the ticket optimizer, you need to include the inventory parts that you intend to purchase with your rubies. Now, Poochie was released in week 2 of the Yoshi Tour, which means that it has to be listed at level 1 in your CSV file in order for the optimizer to take it into account for consideration in utilizing your tickets. The ticket optimizer tool is always going to output the maximum achievable for your account and leave nothing to spare. So it will even recommend single capping at level 1. It's up to the user to make sense of the kind of investments that they want to make and tailor the selection to fine-tune the CSV file in order to get the output and the results from the software that they're comfortable with applying in their game state to achieve this goal. A prime example of that in Isai's situation is that of the Goo Goo Pink, which was featured in 13 courses during the Yoshi Tour. However, Isai was not comfortable with making that large of an investment, which is to say level 8 and quad capping that kart for the long-term value that it would present his account, and instead he preferred both from an aesthetic perspective as well as a value perspective to make that investment into a pair of off-roaders, the most dominant of which being the yellow off-roader and the Moo off-roader. This pathway would require Isai to utilize his rubies to account for tickets that he did not have in his inventory in order to bring the Moo off-roader all the way up to level 8. And that would also result in a decline in the overall scoring potential for his ACR attempt from 2.43 million all the way down to 2.41 million. The way to do this in the ticket optimizer tool is to open up your CSV file, and in the 6th and 7th columns you want to insert the cap or the limit that you wish to place on a specific item. The 6th column being that of the level of the inventory and the 7th column being that of the cap. So under the row for the Goo Pink, what we did for Isai is we input in the 6th column the number 6 for level 6, and in the 7th column we put 3 for triple cap. And then what Isai needed to do was to purchase duplicates of the Goo Pink and the Moo off-roader, and that would afford him the tickets necessary to take the Moo off-roader all the way up to level 8. The other purchases that Isai made were for a duplicate PD Piranha to afford him an additional high-end driver level up ticket, as well as Poochie and the Yoshi cookies, which he would be taking all the way to level 8 and quad capped. All summed up, that's a total of 525 rubies that he spent in addition to the 155 high-end level up tickets. There were also a few supers that Isai was able to invest into, such as light blue Yoshi going all the way up to 8 and quad capped, as well as the flower glider to 8 and quad capped. And a number of supers got a treatment up to level 6 and quad capped. Those include the light blue Turbo Yoshi, the yellow Turbo Birdo, and the Dasher 2 kart. If there's any questions out there on how to utilize this tool or a way to conceive of your goals in the game and have it translate into success by using the tools at your disposal, please share them in the comments as well as in the Discord server. We are there to help you in seeing all of your dreams come true. And for Isai in these runs, it was going to be a lot of boomboxing, which is grind intensive, a lot of hours. If you're looking to compete in the All Cup ranking, particularly for top 100 or even the top 10, it's going to have to be a major time commitment on your behalf, right? And that's going to be in upwards of 50 hours in all likelihood. Particularly given that Mario Kart Tour now has 15 cups per tour, so that's just an additional 9 courses that you have to grind out in order to get the maximum score possible. You can achieve these feats no matter your personal skill level or your inventory. Look, Isai hasn't been in tier 80 yet. He does not have access to the gold Mii racing suit, and he's still able to accomplish top 21 in the world, folks. Now granted, Isai's skill level is among the best in the world, but even if your skill level is one that you're still working on, it just requires a little bit more time and careful planning with your resources to accommodate the kind of scores that you want to see on your account, right? What you lack for in time, you make up for in a different kind of time, which is the time to acquire resources to reduce the threshold for you achieving those large scores. The run started fast and furious for Isai. He started with Twilight House and managed to get 334 action count in single player mode. There were a lot of trials and tribulations in that first week because it was so boombox intensive. And really, the second week was his saving grace, having Poochie and Lucky 7. So greater than 50% of the courses he finished in the second week. There were some heartbreaks in week 1 on Donut Plains 2R and 2T. He both had incredible sequences that were ruined and achieving second place at the line where he could not come in first place. He saved the best for last on Tuesday with Yoshi Circuit RT. getting a 72,797 high score record on his account with a 888 loadout. Congratulations, Isai, on your incredible achievement. 99.1% on the spreadsheet when it was all said and done, rounding up to 100, right? True to Mario Kart Tour form. We're going to call that 100%. The bar has been raised all the way up to 2.392 million for free-to-play in a single tour. It will be so exciting to see how many of you in the community are inspired by the incredible work of Isai. Major thank you to aturtledude for providing the community with these tools, as well as his personal assistance in the matter. With dedication and careful planning, you can achieve anything in any way that you see fit. It's just a matter of perseverance and know-how, which we are here to help you with in the community. Thank you all for supporting the community in this channel. I wish you all the best. Take care, everyone.